Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Survival Minecraft series. And yes, I am standing in a sheep pen because I need wool. And I need wool mainly for one reason, and that is to finish the outline to my base layout that I've been putting off the last couple episodes. And we are going to get to working on the village base project, the starter base project that I set out as a goal to do on day one, episode 1 of the series. And yes, I finally got the layout basically done, and it's gonna be a pretty big and nice sized village. We are going medieval / rustic here. It's gonna look really cool. And we are going to get to some building today, and it's going to be pretty cool. I just need to gather resources for that. But in between episodes off camera, I've been busy. I did a bunch of exploring in the end dimension to get a couple more wings. I have 2 more sets there, and some more armor, some of this diamond armor here is new. And over here, and then I also got some more new tools over here. Got a lot of diamonds that I got from the end, and gold that you can get, and iron, which is cool. Over here, as you may notice, there is a giant structure or platform in the ground, and this isn't just a platform. No. This is a farm, and this farm is actually a creeper farm that I need to get gunpowder to make rockets. Now, I will need to make a sugarcane farm in the future. I have a small one over there that is doing all right, but I need an automated one for right now. And I decided to make a creeper farm off camera, which was, pretty fun to make. Now, this wasn't my design. This was a design I used from someone else. I'll put a link in the description below of how to make it, but it was a pretty cool design. And yes, here is the power source of the farm. Flick this lever off, it'll stop the timer. Flick it on, it'll start the timer. And what that is used for is down below. As you see, there's water flowing in and flowing out. So right now the water's on, and when the timer runs out, as you see there, the water goes away. And these are the spawning pads. So I have 8 spawning pads in total, and then the creepers will fall down into that little pool there. Funnel all the way down through here and land on those hoppers, which their drops will be harvested in here. And so far the rates aren't bad, but they're not great. That is mainly due to the reason that the caves in this area aren't lit up that well, and I've been spending a lot of time trying to light up the caves, and they're still not fully lit up yet. I still have a lot more to go. I decided to have it in this area because I want it automatically running and continuously running when I'm building in this area, which I think is pretty smart. And while I was lighting up the caves below, I was able to collect a bunch of resources over here. So I got a lot of diamonds and iron and gold and redstone, and it was very fun lighting up all those caves. I got a bunch of resources out of it. Lit up a lot of good caves. I ran into a lot of spawners, surprisingly. Got a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to off camera, is building that creeper farm and lighting up the caves and raiding the end fortresses. But we are going to focus the rest of our time in this area. So I'm thinking of having a wheat field, greenhouse, town hall, pavilion, farmer house number 1, another farmer house, fishing dock / boat deck, lumberjack, shepherd, the shepherd's house, tavern for the cleric house, leather worker house, fletcher house, weaponsmith, armor, toolsmith, that'll go here. I just don't have the layout for it yet. And I do have some more areas to lay out. I just don't have enough wool for it yet, which is why I have the sheep pen over here, and I need to collect a bunch of wool. But there are some areas over there I want to add, and an area over there. I think I'm going to have a library over here. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to get it done. And we are going to start building the farmer area over here, we are going to build the 2 farmer houses and the wheat field over here, and we'll take it from there. This cobblestone is just marking out where the pathways are going to go, if you're wondering what that is. But yes, I need to get a bunch of resources together, and we are going to start building. All right, so I've got all the resources I need to build this project and start working on it. And we're going to need a lot more. By the way, on my end trip, I did get a lot of shulker shells. Not too much, but good amount for me to get going here. And I think what I'm going to do is start adding in the pathway. Now, for those of you that are new to the series, I am using light matica, which is what I'm using right now, that assists me in where I'm placing these blocks, which is really cool. And as you can see, I'm digging out this area here where the pathway is going to be, because right here is grass blocks. So if you see this red, it means it's a wrong block. It's not supposed to be there, and another block's supposed to be there, which is either what I chose for the schematics. So in this case, there's grass here. Well, that's the wrong block. It's supposed to be coarse dirt, and this is supposed to be moss block, and this is supposed to be rooted dirt, and vice versa, which is really cool. It's it basically, in the past, it's really handy, because in the past, before this was added or created, we always used to get screenshots of our builds and try and copy it the best we could, like kind of use our eye and copy it how we thought it looked and do it the best we could, which was kind of long and, you know, time consuming and kind of painful to do. And it basically, this is how you could think of it. It takes the screenshot and pastes it in your world for you. That's kind of how I think of it, which is really, really cool. Let's see. What do you have to offer, buddy? What do you have to offer? See, nothing. These guys offer nothing good besides the leads when I kill them. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I recommend, if you guys are builders, or even if you guys do redstone, I recommend you guys getting this for your survival worlds. That is really good to use for vanilla. Now, a lot of times I don't show this when I'm building, but I'm showing you this just for demonstration purposes, and I think it's a good learning curve. You know, peel back the curtain to show you guys what I actually look at when I'm building now. So yeah, if you ever see like a box outline like this, or blocks that look like this, it's light matica, but most of the time I basically never have it shown when I'm recording. But sometimes I do, which is why you do see it. It is also very fun to kind of put this together with this mod. It's almost kind of like you're putting together a puzzle. And it's really easy because, you know, once you get all the materials collected, it's really easy just to build it, because you don't have to think about how it's going to be built, because it's already built. You know, it's just kind of a relaxing thing to do. I like it. And what's really cool is not only does it tell you where the blocks go and what block it is, but it also tells you if there isn't supposed to be a block here, or if a block here is wrong and it's supposed to be another block, or if a block is rotated wrong. If this highlights red, that basically means that it's a wrong block in the area. If it is pink, like right here, that means it's supposed to be air. If it's orange, it means it is rotated wrong. Blue is showing if there is supposed to be a block there or not. All right, so I got some of the pathway already in, and this guy is still here, but this gives us an idea of how this area is going to look. I'm going to be using a lot more moss in this area than grass, because I like moss a lot. I might mix in some grass here and there and bring it back, but for right now it's going to be moss. And yeah, I think this looks cool. And then for when it slopes down, I'm just using this mud brick slabs, which looks cool. It matches the packed mud and it matches the coarse dirt a little bit, and it looks really nice. So obviously I didn't get around to doing the pathway around the entire area, just in this area alone. But next, we are going to get to these two buildings right here, which are going to be houses for the farmers. As you can see, it says farmer's house, and they are going to be working right over here, and they'll have a wheat farm and maybe like their little silo area, windmill setup. It's gonna look really cool, but their big wheat field's gonna go right here, and their place of stay is here. So you can imagine the villagers getting up out of bed, coming over here to their workstation, which will be over here, and they can harvest the wheat. And I might have, well, over here is going to be a greenhouse, and I'm going to fill this up with carrots and potatoes and some other, you know, plants and things you would grow in a greenhouse. But we right now are going to get started on the farmers' houses. Alright, so we have the two houses built up here, and they look pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. They are similar on purpose because they're for the same villager, and I kind of wanted to make it similar. It's probably, they're slightly bigger than the vanilla Minecraft village house. The only thing that's not done yet is the interior on these houses, but it'll get done. It's a work in progress, and I do have it labeled here as farmer. We know for the future what these houses belong to. They belong to the farmer's house. And yeah, I have lighting around here. The only lighting source I don't have is candles. I do have candles on my schematic, like in the corners of the porches here, but it's all right. I'm not worried about it. I don't have like honey yet to make the candles. Like, I haven't really done anything with bees yet. But if you guys are wondering, this is what it looks like from the back, which looks pretty cool. And so we have the houses in place. The next part is this area. I have to find a new home for those guys. That's going to be a project, but this is where they will be working. They'll have a giant wheat field here. And then in the middle here, kind of where the sheep are, in the middle is going to be a windmill. Nice big windmill design of my own, which looks pretty cool. I will say. Let's get to the building. All right, so I just went ahead here and kind of finished the rest of the building that I wanted to build, and it's turned out really well. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments section below. I need to sleep real quick. All right, but yeah, so over there we built that earlier. We built the two farmer houses where the farmer villagers will live, and then where they work is right over here by the wheat field, and they have their own little windmill to do whatever it does. And yeah, nice big old wheat field here. Oh, I trampled my crop. Oh man, that's annoying. And yeah, so the first thing you might notice is the wheat. Oh boy. So this is a texture I have for the wheat. This is not my texture. It is a texture from someone else. I'll leave in the link in the description below where you could find this nice wheat texture, but it is too tall and it looks really cool. And I also have textures for carrots, potatoes, and beetroots. And it's really cool. It almost looks 3D-ish, which is what I like about it. And also the fact that it is too tall. But yeah, it really looks nice. Adds a bunch of color to this area. And Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. I got a nice little fence out front here. Now every here and there I'll have wheelbarrows kind of moving around some product around the area. I think I have 5 of them. There's like 2 over there and like 3 over here. 1, 2, and 3. And so we have the custom tree there. We also have another custom tree over here. They're basically oak trees. And yeah, another one of my designs. It looks really, really cool. I don't do much custom trees, but these 2 turned out really well. I've used azalea leaves. I might mix in some moss in there, just to different texture for different textures, and might use the flowering azalea as well. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, just like those 2 houses over there, the interior isn't done for this yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for it, but it's gonna be cool. And yeah, the one thing I do have to do, I think I might have to put slabs here just so you can easily walk down these layers without trampling the crops, which is nice. This is gonna look cool. It's gonna look really nice. It's gonna add a lot of life to this area when you see villagers harvesting these crops. And oh man, like I just did there. Hopefully they don't trample them as much, but it's gonna be nice to see them harvest crops. It's going to add a lot of life to this area, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, let's just take a little flyby, little fly around, see what it looks like. It looks really cool from up here, as well as this area. The windmill, I am very, very happy on how this turned out. Please give me your feedback in the comments section below of how you think of all of this. My building is the most important thing to me. I love building in Minecraft, and I just want to hear what you guys have to say. But it's a nice tall little windmill here, got a lightning rod at the top, and yeah, it was very fun to build. Now I was supposed to build something else here, but I had a better idea. I was supposed to build a greenhouse here, but I have a better design for a greenhouse, and what I had chalked up for the design here originally I didn't like. It looked trash. It didn't look that great. So I do have another better design for a greenhouse that's going to go somewhere else. I'm not sure yet, but that's going to look cool. And in this area, I'm thinking about having like a beekeeping area, someplace for bees, which I think might look really cool because I don't do much things with bees. I don't have much honey. And I think just having bees flying around the farming area would look really cool. And also bees, if they're carrying honey or anything, they might sprinkle a little of that stuff on any crops and it'll help it grow faster, which is pretty cool idea by Mojang. But yeah, so far we finally made some progress on the village transformation project here for our starter base. It's gonna look really cool, and I'm really excited for the future and the plans that I have for the rest of this village. You see, I have a lot planned out. It's gonna be a grind. It's gonna be really cool. If you guys have any ideas for what you want to see me build in this village, please let me know in the comments section below. Now I do want to check real quick before we end the episode on our creeper stock here, our gunpowder supply that we have. I haven't checked it since we started building that, so hopefully it's pretty full. And the idea is that if I'm building in this area, this will always be running, which is kind of why I built it here. So let's just go check real quick. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, man, I thought I put slabs for spiders not to spawn. I thought I put them in the right spot. I guess I did not. All right, we got some stuff. Wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little over 7 stacks of gunpowder. And I wasn't even here for that long for it to be running. Only a couple hours, which is really nice. And now, granted, not all the caves in this area are lit up. There's not much caves lit up. Alrighty, but anyways, guys, that is unfortunately gonna have to be it for this episode of the Survival Minecraft series. This has been a fun episode. If you guys do have any feedback or any comments you have for me, please feel free to share it below. I will gladly respond to all of it. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. It'll be much appreciated if you did. And if you guys are new, consider subscribing. So, excuse me, fella, so you don't miss out on any future episodes, such like this one in the future. And just like that, I will see you all in the next episode.